Good afternoon, boys and girls. Today is Monday, November 9th, 2020. And today we're going to be working on Module 4, Lesson 12. What's your daily goal, boys and girls? Our goal is to complete our assignment and submit your work and score an 85 or higher. Our big goal is to pass our ENA module with a score of 85 or higher, boys and girls. That's our big goal for math. What materials do you need for today? In the video, we are going to be using book number 2 on page 72. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get book 2, page 72. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You should already have your book 2 open to page 72, so leave it to the side because I need to make sure it's ready for right now. And in our live session, we're going to be using book 2, page 73. So as long as you leave your book open, you're going to be ready and we're not going to be wasting time. Our homework, boys and girls, we need book number 3 and we're going to do page 55 and we're going to do all the problems in number 1. Let's go over our expectations. So remember, you always have to be sitting tall in class and in distance learning. You have all the materials ready in Park, and we already have it ready. You actively participate by doing your work. Boys and girls, what we're doing today is going to be in our ENA module. So make sure you practice. If you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher. You raise your hand when you're using the icon. You always stay on mute. It's important that we listen because the teacher is giving you important instructions. If you have a question, raise up your hand. You only unmute yourself when you're called on. Remember, if you do hotspot at least 3 lessons a day, that's really going to help you in your math class. So please work hard, boys and girls. What is our objective? What are we learning today? On Friday, we started to practice how to subtract using the vertical form. So today we're going to continue. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be able to use manipulatives to represent to a written method. So what are the important key points that we need to learn? Well, we need to know what a subtraction is. And when you subtract, this is called a whole. This is called a part. And this is the other part. And when you're subtracting and you're finding out the part, it's called the difference, boys and girls. And like I told you, when you subtract the difference, you always, when you subtract, you start with the big number. You start with the whole because you're taking a part away. So you subtract from the whole and you take a part and the difference and the other part is called difference. So 13 minus 7, the difference is 6. The next important keyword that we've been practicing is decompose or unbundle. Ungroup, we have a lot of words to call that, but we're going to call it unbundle, which is we break apart a unit into smaller units. When we're practicing and we know the place value ones and tens. Here's the key points. So, the number 1 is that you write the problem vertical. That's the most important one, top to bottom, top to bottom. Then key point number 2, you model the whole. Key point number 3, you subtract the ones. And if you don't have enough, you unbundle. Then you subtract the tens. And if you don't have enough, you unbundle. So it's your turn to write the key points. I just went over the key points. It's your turn to write the key points. We're on page 72. I am going to give you 1 minute to write key points and write the problem vertically. You're only writing key points and writing problem vertically. Go. 30 seconds. Okay, so the problem that I have to solve is 25 minus 11. So the first thing is to write it vertically. So I write all for ones and a line down, a T for tens. I write a line across and I copy the problem. 25 minus 11. When you write it vertically, you write the number top to bottom, top to bottom. This is the top number, bottom number. Now, before I continue, and you're right, key point number 2, let's identify what's the whole in this number, boys and girls. What's the whole? Get ready. Yes, 25. If you said 25, kiss your brain. So I'm going to write 25 right there. You're not writing this, you're only looking. What is the part that we know? Get ready. Yes, 11. What do we need to find? Get ready. Yes, the missing part. So I'm going to go put a question mark there. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to model the whole. I'm sorry, 30 seconds to write these words, model, whole. And your time starts now. Okay, sitting tall and looking at the screen. What does model the whole means? Remember, I write the place value chart, I write hundreds, tens, a line down, and ones. So you already know what the whole is. We label it here. The whole is the big number. When you're adding two parts to make the whole. When you subtract, you always take a part from the whole. So the whole is 25. How many ones are in the number 25? Get ready. Yes, 5. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many tens are in the number 25? Get ready. Yes, 2. 1 10, 2 10. So I'm done with modeling the whole. Your turn, you're only going to write the word subtract once. You always have to remember this. If you don't have enough, you unbundle. So write the word subtract once. Go. Okay, so what does subtract ones means? Well, it means that I look at the ones place and I say, I start with 5 ones and I'm going to take away 1. Well, remember, if there's more on the bottom, I need to decompose. So more on the floor, I go next door. In this case, I don't have more on the bottom, so I'm able to subtract. So I'm going to subtract 1. And I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 left. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to write key point number 4, which is subtract tens. Remember, you don't bundle this because you need to remember. You don't write this because you need to remember. Your time starts now. Okay, boys and girls. So, looking at here, let's see, what does subtract tens means? Well, it means that I look at the tens place and I say, I start with 2 tens. Can I take away 1 10? Do I have enough? Yes, I have enough to take 1. Because remember, my number on the bottom is not bigger. So I cross out 1 and I end up with 110. So 25 minus 11 equals 14. And we're done. Great job writing the key points and looking how you can follow the steps. Now, I want you to continue looking. What I'm going to do next, you're not going to write. What I do, you don't do. You're only looking. So I want to solve the problem 22 minus 13. Remember, key point number 1 says write the problem vertically. So I write the T for tens and a line down and the O. I leave a little space just in case and I write the number 22 minus 13. Look how they are aligned, the ones with the ones and the tens with the tens. I'm done doing key point number 1. Key point number 2 says model the whole. Would think, remember, the whole is a big number. What's the whole in this number? Get ready. Yes, 22. Great job. So I draw hundreds, tens, and ones. So I'm going to model the number 22. So I want you to look carefully at the whole when subtracting like a detective to see if you have to do any unbundling. Remember, bundle means put 10 together, unbundle means that you decompose, you break apart. So we always look at that. And we look at the bottom to see if there's more on the bottom. That tells me that I have to decompose. Still doing key point number 2, which is draw or model the whole. How many ones do I have? Get ready. Yes to ones, 1 and 1. How many tens do I have? Get ready. Yes, 2 tens. I'm done with key point number 2 that says model the whole. Key point number 3 says subtract the ones. Look at this. I start with 2. I'm going to take away 3. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough. If I don't have enough, I unbundle. So I go next door and I ask for 10 more so that way I can get more ones. This is what I do. Cross out a 10, make a line, and draw 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Before I am able to subtract, whatever I do here, I have to do here. I no longer have 2 tens, boys and girls. I only have 1 10. I no longer have 2 ones. I have now 12 ones because 2 ones plus 10 ones gives me 12. Now I'm ready to subtract. I start with 12 ones. Can I take away 3 ones? Do I have enough? Yes, I do. I have 1, 2, 3. Let's see how many are left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I read a 9 here. I start with 1 and I take away 1. How many do I have left over? I'm sorry, I start with 1 and I'm going to take away 1. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. How many do I have? 0, right? Now, boys and girls, when you are subtracting and I have to copy the number here, right? You don't have to put the 0 at the beginning because I don't have a tens, a hundreds place. If the answer is just 9, you can leave it like this. Okay, boys and girls, now this time you're gonna do the next problem with me. Remember? So I want you to get a white piece of paper and you have 10 seconds to do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You should already be there. So I want you to copy this problem. 30 seconds to copy it. Okay. So key point number 1. Are you ready? What's key point number 1? Yes. Write the problem vertically if you said that. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to write the problem vertically. Go. Remember, when you write the problem vertically, it's top to bottom. And here's what you should have. You wrote the T for tens and a line down, the O for ones, a line across, and you wrote the number 31 minus 18. Key point number 2 says model the whole. I'm going to give you 1 minute to model the whole. Go. Twenty seconds left. And here's what you should have. Hundreds, tens, and ones. You know there's 1, and you know there's 3 tens. Now that you're done, key point number 3 says, yes, subtract the ones. Before I subtract the ones, we always look carefully at the whole and see, is there any more at the bottom? Because if the number at the bottom is bigger, that means I need to decompose. So let's see. Are you ready? I'm going to give you 1 minute to solve that part. Go. And here's what you should have, boys and girls. You know you don't have enough. So you unbundle a 10 and you gave 10 ones. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After you did this, you came back to the vertical form and you cross out the 3 because you no longer have 3 ones. You only have 2 ones. And you cross out the 1 and you wrote 11. Then you were able to subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you ended up with 3. Now I'm going to give you 15 seconds to do the next key point that says subtract the tens. And you start with 2 tens and you're going to take 1 10. Do you have enough? Yes, I do. And I end up with 1 10. Here's what you should have. So 31 minus 18 equals to 13. Great job, boys and girls. So we just finished. I'm going to show you something really quick. You don't have to do it. I just want you to learn how eventually you're able to solve this problem without drawing it. And I write the problem vertically, which is the first step. And then I look at the ones. I don't have to model. I'm going to skip on number 2. Subtract the ones. 6 minus 8. And I think, do I have enough? Remember, if there's more on the bottom, more on the floor, I go next door and get 10 more. So I cross out the 4 and I end up with 3 tens. Then I don't have 6. I cross them out because I had 6, but I gave them 10 and that gives them 16. Now 16, take away 8. Do I have enough? Yes. So 16 minus 8 equals to 8. And 4 and 3 minus 2 equals to 1. Look, I was able to solve it without drawing it, but that's eventually, boys and girls. Thank you for all your hard work. We'll see you in the live class. Please be on time and be ready with your book open. Bye.